and there were little to no issues getting into the lobby this time around, so we are back. Silver North action, final week of MWII fall season. It's LAG and Cleveland Misfires. Both teams definitely locked in for the playoffs, currently sitting at 4-1. We're starting off here on some Embassy.
Yeah, and it should be a big, high octane. I know I've already used that word today, but high octane match in this one, in this map 1 in the Embassy. Always a good hardpoint map in Cleveland. Starting off with some time, gonna try to find these kills on this P1. LAG already looking over to that P2. Already really set up here. Now White Knight trying to find Destroyer in the back. Has to worry about Exo though, who already finds 2. Now White Knight knows he's surrounded. Does take down 1. Somehow still alive here. Should get traded out. You would think any moment, but he's buying his team a lot of time here. No, it's gonna allow them to move up the map and try to break this hill.
Incredibly white P1 as we head on over to P2, and you're right, Cleveland is going to be there, but LAG have an opening, and Cleveland Misfires getting some corner spawns over towards that P4 side, so they're going to have to work their way back over as LAG have secured the point for now, and Brawler is going to come up on that truck, is going to find one, going to keep that point white, and Cleveland have found a route down the middle and will now spawn LAG out, but LAG is holding up shop over by gas station, but White Knight looking to be the disruptor as he comes on in from the side, finds one, trying to find a second as this Percocet, who is falling down, and now a contest on the point, should be into quickly as White Knight continues to fry. Brawler gonna hop on the point, but Trenny's there as well. Back and forth action to kick this off, but LAG will get the better of it, and now foot race over to P3. Percocet's up top, but so is the rest of Cleveland.
Yeah, this is gonna be a big gunfight happening here, and right now it is gonna be won by this side of Cleveland, because they do find all those kills, and they're gonna be set up. They are gonna collect the rest of that scrap time as well, so nice little transition here from Cleveland. Nice start for them, only a small lead, but you are set up here on P3. Looking to lock in some time, get those trophies down as well. Gotta account for Exo climbing up this ladder, which he gets a nice kill on the Cryptic and already by himself breaking the hill. Needs that teammate support though.
Need some help from down below. They're not going to get there in time. It's going to be Cleveland. They're going to hold on tight. 40 seconds left on the P2, or P3, sorry. Cryptic is going to support from above here as Perkins is going to try to make a play onto White Knight. Might be able to do so, but they're going to play this one nice and patient. It's going to be the last push here on to P3 before P4 becomes the next target. And it looks like it's going to be the better of LAG, but Cryptic lines him up and keeps Brawler alive to be able to eat the rest of that scrap time. Over to P4 we go, but Cleveland are going to have the spawns for next as well. So LAG fighting an uphill battle going to next.
Yeah, this is not a great situation early here for LAG, excuse me, but I mean, this is, they do a really good job of breaking this, actually, as one player in the back does get taken down in Wicked Ninja, so they do find that break quickly. The rest of the time, we'll go to Cleveland. They'll open up a 50-point lead to start this one, but LAG completely set up for this P4. Opening kill, though, from Ninja, and now Cryptic as well with the nade, so they are dropping like flies already. If you're LAG around the point, and Cleveland going to break right back in.
Yeah, they're going to break in, and they're going to hop on, and they're going to hold on. As Percocet up, and Trenny is there for the help. Oh, accidental shots onto the teammate there. No biggie. No danger, but Brawler is going to be the danger. But that danger is quickly averted. As Cryptic now works with the rest of Cleveland. 6 seconds left on this. Wow, nice shot down at Trenny with the Vesnev. Finds 2, able to turn and burn on that second player and continues to hold it down as LAG get the better of this time, bring themselves back into the game. They're still down by about 40 points, but over to P5 we go, and that's definitely going to hype his team up.
Yeah, I mean, Trenny, that is a phenomenal snap right there, getting some of that time as well. Now Percocet getting in on the action. We'll see. Cleveland is kind of here first, but the pinch is coming in here from LAG, and they break it right away. So this is a nice little run of form here for LAG to try to get themselves back into this one. Got to hop on that time, though, and they finally do. They actually have 2 players on the bottom side of this map as well. They got a lot of faith in their sub-players in this red area, but right now, I mean, they're doing the job, and Cleveland doesn't have an answer.
It's a brandy move there. The Wicked Ninja just throwing that nade right back where it came from. Return to sender, as it actually helps Cleveland to get into this point and hold on, as Destroyer is going to try to make a solo chow, but Wicked Ninja knows better and is going to be able to find that kill. As now it's going to be Cleveland holding it down and close to that century mark right off the rip. White Knight and Wicked Ninja with the double toaster with that frag grenade. Finds 2. Destroyer finding a straggler, but now over to the second set of rotations. As it's going to be Cleveland that ends up getting the better of the first. They're going to be hitting that century mark. LAG have a little bit of work to do. They're only down by 30, so one good hold, and you're back into this one. And that's a good couple of kills there by Exarisk, who's going to open things up here, and it's going to be all eyes over on P2 spawns, which looks like Cleveland are currently in possession of. Yeah,
I mean, pretty standard set of rotations there on Embassy, right? I mean, it's a close game. You kind of expect it here. The kills, there's nobody really popping off per se. It's not one-sided. A couple shrieks in the back pockets of a few players, but just trying to vie for this position on P1 and really set yourself up for P2 as well. As now Destroyer going to be laying down in the back of P1, finds 2, and maybe we'll now try to get some time. I mean, if you're LIG, you gotta hop on this time if you can, because it's so free right now, and they finally do, but Cleveland is fine with that. Most of that hill was white, and now you can set up for P2, which they have all the players on that side of the map, and this is a great spot for Cleveland, because you can get a full setup here exactly how you wanted. You gotta realize Percocet, though, is in the back here. You gotta account for him.
Percocet, Wicked Ninja isn't, though. Going to get found out, and over to P2 we go. Going to be Cryptic, the only Cleveland player on the point, so I mean, this is the weirdest looking minimap I think I've ever seen. Everyone is everywhere. It is just like a free-for-all looking minimap there. And now finally things starting to group up here as we get a rainbow kill feed. Brawler is going to continue to hold this point here for Cleveland, as the rest of LAG now find themselves scattered across the map. Percocet can open things up in that back alley side, and now there's a pinch opportunity, but LAG are just waiting way too long. I've seen them have multiple opportunities at this point where they have an opportunity to pinch, and they just won't do it, and they'll wait way too long, and they cost us some extra time that they absolutely could have gained there.
I mean, you're right in the sense that it's been a weird map, because Cleveland almost feels like they've been rotating too early, but LAG hasn't taken advantage of those plays where they can just pinch the hill or go to the hill. Now, I mean, looking at it, they're only going to be down about 30, maybe 40 here, going into the second set, the second P3 here. But it's just kind of been a weird map. A lot of missed opportunities, a lot of missed time for both teams. Having said that, though, Cleveland trying to set themselves up here for the P3, but Trenny finding 2, looking for the help of Brawler, finding 2 of his own, and now Trenny will find that last kill, just being patient. LAG break in. Gotta get those trophies down, though, because Trenny is in trouble on the point, and EXO, I was going to say, maybe potentially going to get aggressive there to make a play, but right now, it is LAG kind of locking this down. Yeah, this is
LAG's chance to bring themselves finally back into this game and possibly put themselves into the lead column. It really depends on what Brawler does here, but Trenny is still just holding it down. Now has double the weapons to work with. Is going to find Wicked Ninja as well, but does it pay attention to the ladder? You have to pay attention to the ladder. Cryptic is going to hop on and regain control there for Cleveland, so LAG just miss out on getting their first lead of the map. So Cleveland will collect that scrap time. And over to P4 we go, and it's basically a 2v2 situation over there as we see Wicked Ninja and White Knight holding out the back spot, but on the inside, Trenny and Destroyer there are awaiting any Cleveland player from walking in.
Yeah, now, I mean, they find those players as well, so you have the nice setup here if you are LAG. Brawler going to wait for reinforcements here as he is just in these hallway areas. White Knight finds that first kill. Brawler with the second. Does get traded out, though, but does this open up a lane here for Cleveland? It does not, as that is going to be 4 down for LAG. They get those kills, and 39 seconds on the clock. You're seeing how far Cleveland is spawning out because LAG had some presence toward mid. So they'll try to hit this one more time to negate some of this time. But LAG does take the lead for the first time in this map, I do believe. And now a situation here for Cleveland where, are we going to get into this hill, or is it worth just going to next? But LAG already has that mindset as they're here. Cleveland kind of stuck in limbo right now.
Yeah, Cleveland can't seem to find much going right now. Then they're kind of just throwing themselves at the point and hoping for the best. But so far, the Gunnies are just not going into their favor. It's been LAG who have been populating the kill feed and have been holding on to this point. That is almost a full 60 on that P4. And now going over to P5, that's a couple of great kills there out of Cleveland. Finally gets themselves back into this one. And they're going to hop onto this P5, but hold on. And LAG are spawning far over towards that P2 side deep. And now they're going to have to work their way over. It looks like Gas Station is going to be the play, but Cryptic is going to find literally everybody over there. So the Cloud is definitely going to be there, and the rest of Cleveland don't have much to worry about over on the mid side. Now, finally, a breakthrough comes on in. Trenny's going to try to find one, but can't. Brawler going to sneak in from behind and continue the kill spree of 5. And Wicked Ninja, we had to see a Vel in this game. It looks like he's going to be the one to pull this one.
Finding the kill as well, sitting at 24 and 24. A lot of engagements for him in this map, and Cleveland back in the lead for the time being. The snap there, we've seen that a couple times this map, but I mean, through 2 full rotations, we're essentially tied going into that third P1. Just exactly what you kind of expected and wanted to see here in this Embassy hardpoint. It just always feels like it comes down to just a few seconds every map. Every hardpoint in this map just does seem so close. And this is going to be Cleveland hopping on this P1 time. Kind of a spread here from LAG. You got these players sitting around gas, looking to set something up, and now the kills going back and forth in the feed, but favoring Cleveland.
Yeah, Cryptic and the rest of Cleveland just holding on to the kill feed for right now. P1 remains white for the time being, and now they will finally hop on here and regain the lead here in this hard point. Both teams crossing that double century mark. And I think Cleveland just want to apply the pressure here to LAG, and they want to make sure that they're going to have to be forced to kind of make a play over onto this P1, but P2 is still going to be the end goal. And they have Brawler deep over by that van side. And assuming they are already destroyed, it doesn't have a lot of worries there. A couple of kills, the gunny certainly helps. And now it looks like Cleveland are going to pick up the rest of the scrap down. Cleveland, so they're going to be around 30 points away from taking this map 1 home, but they are losing control of P2 rather quickly. LAG have found a couple of kills. There's going to be Trinity and Destroyer. They're going to stack themselves up, and they're going to hold on to this point here. But a success coming in. Such a ratty spot there from Wicked Ninja, but Trinity just has no fear as he just turns and burns on the corner, finds 2, and now LAG putting the pressure on Cleveland.
And I know there's about 3 or 4 cruise missiles that are waiting to come out. So we're seeing one here in Brawler trying to hit this point, but nothing doing for the time being. LG taking the lead once again. And Cleveland, you have to chow this. As you can't just go to next year. And they'll try to set up one more hit at this to extend this to the P3. Maybe need one break here to send it to the P3. But EXO finding 2. Trenny staying alive and finds a kill on the White Knight. And 15 seconds left. A big gunfight here, which Wicked Ninja does win. So now the rotation can come in as LG can no longer win on that P2. Wow. It is a P3, and guess who is there first? It is Cleveland. The trophies are down. Here comes another cruise.
And I don't necessarily understand why Percocet is even on this point unless he's calling a cruise missile of his own. He just needs to go. They need to get there, and they did make sure to get up there. There wasn't really worth much in those last few seconds. They got to worry about breaking this hill, and Cleveland so far just not letting the habit. 30 points away, and now Percocet does finally call in a cruise missile. Maybe that was why he was on the point originally. No trophy systems, and that's indicative of everybody running away, and it's going to be EXO who can only find 1 of the 3 that had to run away from that cruise missile, but they have to get up there, and LAG are spawning so far away. It's going to be up to Destroyer and Trenny to try to make a play. 240 here for Cleveland, and now Destroyer goes down. Trenny has a long-range play, but Brawler and Cryptic find the kills. LAG are just too far away, so Cleveland Misfires are going to take this map 1. What a mistake there from LAG, and great situational awareness there out of the Misfires to take this one home here on Embassy.
That is a nice way to start this second match of the night. 8-point game here in the end. And I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of a weird map to me. Cleveland starting with that bomb, and we'll see where they go with it.
I did see Trenny there thinking about a Vel, but ends up putting it away. And oh my God, do we have an early B push to kick this off? Wow, I don't think I've seen this. Not expected at all. Brawler finds first blood. Percocet, though, does find one. And this should be close to a quick plant, and that grenade is going to allow such a plant. Now, Destroyer's going to come around the outside, but Wicked Ninja is going to get caught. The Cryptic just holding the line. We'll get that bomb down. 2v2 situation here. Cryptic does find their way out of dodge, but Brawler is there to finish it up. Trenny, though, going to be the last one up. 1v2 situation. Finds some shots onto Brawler. Now has an AR to work with as well as a Vez, and Cryptic just going to be waiting right on top of the stairs. Heard and saw the door just blast right open, so the call is definitely going to be there. Brawler going to be waiting on standby, and we'll find that kill. It has been almost 11 months of this game, and I don't think I've seen a B rush first in a Fortress S&D.
And that was a great play by Brawler as well, pre-firing those map doors, because I mean, that was a situation for Cleveland where if they don't find that kill, they could get lined up on, and it could be a very different round. But Brawler pre-fires those doors, ends up finding a player, which you got to be pretty upset. I think that was EXO that happened to, I believe, and you got to be pretty upset about that the events that happened there. But now it's going to be LAG on the attacking side, and you're already seeing Cleveland playing very aggressive here, getting that map position on this A side. But that's a big kill there by Trenny.
Big kill also gives LAG the advantage here, 3v2. EXO with the bomb and A Looks like it'll continue to be the play. Standard push here. Brawler just going to wait over by closed. Cryptic's going to be taking the play over to Dubs, but Trendy's going to get the better of that one. So it's going to be a 1v3. It's going to be up to Brawler. And this should be an easy call here for an ace plant here. But Brawler actually going to be working his way around the back. The call it's going to be in. Destroyer will be lying in wait. Will Brawler catches him on top. Oh my god, big kill there by Brawler. Takes down Destroy 1v1 situation. Bomb is planted. Brawler could get streaks here as well as clutch up this round. Just needs to find Exo, but Exo is sneaking around the outside. Does he see him? He does! Exo keeps it up there for LAG, and they'll get on the board 1-1 and prevent the streaks there for Brawler. But almost outstanding play out of Cleveland to clutch that round up.
Yeah, and as you said, importantly enough, 2 rounds in, you don't want to be giving up streaks, and they shut that down early, so they tie it up. Brawler makes it interesting, finding a couple kills in the back. Both players had Deddy pop, so really anyone's round at that point. They do find it, though. We'll see what Cleveland elects to do here. I wouldn't expect another B hit again, but you never know, and they are going to go to the A side this time around.
Yeah, just keep it simple this time. Head over towards that A site. And we'll see what they decide to do as they head on over. And now everyone just lying in wait, seeing who will give up the first kill, and it's going to be Exo who gets caught with his pants down up on that top boat. And Wicked is just going to stay there as well. Going to be looking for Train. Train's going to have a great nade, though. And that is a great follow there by Observer. Good job there, Matt. Appreciate you. Good find there with that grenade. Going to even things up at 3.
And now, I mean, you have if you're Cleveland, you have the control here to get over to A, but as I say that, Trini with a big kill, that bomb is going to be down on the site. Brawler does find one, though. And now, Percocet from the back, so 1v2 situation here. Brawler last alive. We've seen him almost clutch this before, and he's going to take this and go over to that B side, it looks like. 30 seconds on the clock, and at what point do LAG start to pick up on this? We'll see, as that bomb is going down a B. Where
did Brawler's arrow go?
I was thinking this. Okay, I'm glad.
Oh, there it is. Hey,
yeah, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Brawler finds his arrow and going to find Trenny as well. It's going to be up to Percocet now, who's going to work their way over towards Platt's side.
He's got Deddy.
Steady, yeah. Deddy is still on here for Brawler, but that door is not a part of that dead silence, so might be a bit revealing there for Percocet, who's just going to be lying down on that Platt side. Weird! The Brawler doesn't quite see Percocet, but doesn't go down to the bullets. So that Percocet, no choice but to hot bomb. Brawler just has to go for this and has to hurry a little bit, and we'll finally find the kill. Good play there out of Brawler. 1v2 situation. Without an arrow, mind you. Finds it and picks it up, so 2-1 Cleveland.
Yeah, it's a beautiful play right there. Got a little bit lucky that Percocet doesn't kill him the first time he goes to check the bomb. But, once he's able to get out, it's basically a round for Cleveland. You just have to make the decision if you're going to try to defuse that bomb. Percocet tries to go for it, but Brawler with the check, and they win the round. Brawler is backpacking Cleveland right now. 8-1. The next player, 2-2. He is absolutely frying.
Hope he has one of those. You ever seen those backpacks that, it was like this weird experimental one where it had, hinges that would, kind of jump up and down with you so it didn't put all the weight on the back? I hope he has something like that because that's a hard carry, dude. He's 8-1. He's the only one positive on his team. LAG. Considering A at the moment. Cleveland just all stacked up inside of open right there. And they're just going to see if they can find this player destroyer towards the back. They have all the presence that rolled over on the A site. LAG are actually probably going to struggle to transfer on over. And struggle they will do as 2 fall. Immediately bomb is dropped, and now it's up to Percocet out of nowhere. 1v4 situation. Gonna try to find Ninja. But Ninja gets the better of him. He jumps out the window there. So Cleveland Misfires. 2 in a row. They're up 3-1.
Took a fastball to the face in the end as well, which that's tough. But I mean, that's a situation where I think LAG just plays that a little too slow. As you mentioned, all those Cleveland players were kind of stacked up near that open area, and their plan was to try to take over that A site. They did that and found the kills, and I think that's just LAG giving up a little bit too much map positioning there. I understand playing slow, but they really didn't have anything they were watching that could stop those push-ups. And now Percocet with that Vel gonna try to find this opening kill. White Knight though gonna get it on the Exo, and that bomb's going down fast over at A.
Yeah, he's able to sneak on up there, and we'll get the bomb down, and it's a 4v2 situation as well. It's Percocet and Trenny who are going to try to make a miracle happen, but that grenade is going to catch it. Another 1v4 for the second round in a row. And it's going to be up to Trenny this time as he tries to find anyone, but, I mean, all hope is lost, I would consider at this point. 27 seconds on the clock. No one is even in the sight, but Cleveland now has a clue about where he is, and now they're just going to jump out. Stun is there. Shots are through. And Cleveland will take that round as well, 4-1, and they're starting to run away with this one.
They are. They're starting to assert their dominance here for sure, and continuing to just take positions and putting LAG in tough situations. I think that's really been the story, and something I know I've already touched on, but when you're consistently being put in, you know, areas where you feel like at any point you're going to get jumped out, especially over on the A site, it's just really tough, and you feel hesitant. You don't want to move up the map. Meanwhile, they're also not doing the best job of working through as a team, so we'll see. That's something I want to see turned around here for LAG, you know, going forward.
Oh,
but
that's
when
not
I was
great.
talking about teamwork, that's not what I was talking about.
Yeah, teamwork does not involve killing your teammates, but it does involve clutching up in big-time situations, and Destroyer did so until Guinea found out, so now up to Exarisk in a 1v2 situation. White Knight over towards this open side. Couple of bullets fly, but nothing concrete. Axel does have the bomb, so at least has that going for him. But look at this like split end defense that Brawler and White Knight have going on here. White Knight is going to at least get on over to that A site. And I think it's just going to be up to Brawler to see if he does rotate. There's really only one sneaky route that actually has to get out, but it's still going to choose A, and that's a great shot. So now Brawler going to have to try to make a play here. Is holding tight this angle. I was thinking for a second if he was AFK or something, or was just missing out around, but no, all dead he is popped.
Ooh, I think he got him. Yep.
Did he see him? Yes, he did. Yes, he saw him, and I don't know if Exo saw him, but Brawler at least understands the situation he's in at this point and actually could time this right if he gets over in time. Just gonna have to plant the bomb here as Exo, and Brawler had to have saw his feet. You had to have seen it. So now he's going to wait for Exo to make the run. Brawler gets the first couple of shots and is able to get the last few as well. Will get the headshot through the bomb. Great situational awareness there out of Brawler. Held tight to that position. Exo just took the unfortunate route to get caught into the line sight of Brawler. And Brawler just had to time it right, and he did so. 5-1, and we're on to map point.
I mean, there's not too much you can do there for Exo. He's playing just an unbelievably tough spot for you to really see anything. He pops Deddy, and you just never see Brawler, and then, you know, you get that bomb down, but it's really nothing you can do if you're Exo there. It's just put in a tough situation. But Brawler, once again, clutching up for Cleveland. We've seen that already 3 times this map, and Cryptic gonna get some early shots off here as this is a bloodbath to start this round.
Bloodbath, and it goes the way of Cleveland. 3v2 situation. Percocet's the only one posted up on that B site. Bomb is going to go down. Can he find Ninja? Can't quite get the shots down. Bomb is planted in the meantime, and now Cleveland have full control. Percocet had to basically forfeit the only angle he had. Able to catch White Knight, though. Left astray over on P1. Cleveland going to find their positions, and man, something about Cleveland's positions, man, they all just look rehearsed. As Wicked Ninja hangs tight, is hurt. Trenny going to have to find the play. Can't quite find it. Trenny finds Wicked Ninja. It's going to be all up to Brawler. 1v2 situation. Finds Perk. No, Perk fires back. The Warrior showing. And Trenny will get the defuse. So LAG keep this one alive. It's 5-2.
Yeah, and I seen the 1v2 with Brawler again, and man, I did not feel good for LAG, but they finally get one on him and now make it 5-2. So trying to claw themselves back into this one. Not going to be easy, but a nice defense there. A nice retake as well in the 3v2 situation. You had the pick in mid-map from Percocet, finding that kill on the player P1, and then the nade coming out from Trenny to get the info on that player near boxes was huge. So LAG takes the round. Now back on the offensive side.
Back on offense here for LAG. Cleveland still looking to close this one out, and it looks like Cleveland are going to box up the same way they have before. They will have 2 players on that cross, and they're going to get a lot of control of A, and they're going to find a first blood as well as Trenny falls on the wayside. Disadvantage here for LAG, but White Knight might be a little too overzealous there. Don't really know why you were pushed up that far, but that's a big kill onto Exo. Bomb is dropped over by A, so LAG has some extra work to do.
And then the setup here for Cleveland, pretty standard, right? You have your player On that open side, you have a player toward mid, and you have that player watching the wrap. So Cryptic, gonna try to get some info here on the players in the back. It is gonna be Percocet finding one on the brawler. As you said though, the problem right now for LIG is that bomb is down, and it's not down in a good place. Wicked Ninja, I think, knows that bomb is down too. And now a big gunfight coming in. Percocet, does he check this close corner? He does, and gets the kill with the attack as well. And now Cryptic gonna be spotted. Percocet gonna pick up that bomb and try to get it down, which he will. Destroyer now gonna try to back up, but the bomb is down, and now Cleveland in the disadvantage.
Yeah, it's up to Cryptic at this point, 1v2. Gonna look for Destroyer, finds the kill. Needs to stay alive, though. Expecting Percocet to come through those double doors, but Percocet is actually going to take a roundabout route. Over to open, might have heard him come on through. Cryptic, you should hold it down there, you can't! Let go that early! Had the right idea, but just couldn't hold on to it. Got a little too impatient there on that one. And Percocet will win that one. Keep LAG alive once again. 3 rounds to take it home. Cleveland just looking for 1 round to get them through this.
Yeah, I mean, tough situation for Cryptic because really the player can come from one of 4 places, and at that point it's all about timing, which he almost had. Doesn't get up there. And LAG, another round on the board. They win this next one. It starts to get interesting. Percocet with that cruise in the back pocket as well. We'll see if that comes into play here. As that was another, I think, a stray grenade. EXO gonna be on the bomb. He's seeing 3 Cleveland players though, and now gunfight's happening near this A site. It is gonna be LAG with the advantage for now, and they're gonna win this round very quickly. So hold your horses. 5-4 now, Cleveland, but LAG 3 rounds in a row.
Yeah, this is where you wish there was a timeout system if you're Cleveland. You got to put a stop to this momentum that LAG have started to pick up here. This is such a great comeback out of them. They were down 5-1 originally, have now been able to bring this one back and cause Cleveland to be a little bit nervous. I can hear Killa in my ear already. That's Cleveland. Still just looking for that ever-present round to get themselves out. They're on defense, so another great opportunity for them here. LAG looking to keep the momentum going.
Once again, though, you have the cruise missile if you are LAG, so you can kind of play this slow and bait out the positionings of Cleveland where you can get this down on one of the sites. You would presume a Percocet has that in the back pocket. We'll see if they end up using it. Right now playing pretty passive, which I don't know if I like from them just because of how that has went, unless again they are waiting for this cruise, but it has allowed Cleveland 1 player to get up toward that site, and now both teams just looking for that opening pick.
It looks like actually that the LAG are playing slow to potentially go to B. That might be the play because I mean look at how they're set up and look how they're staggered. They have Percocet all the way going through P1. I mean, you basically got through for free, but meanwhile, you do have Trenny kind of checking the waters there being. All of a sudden, the bomb carrier's down, and so is Trenny. It's now 4v2 situation here as the patience was just a little too much there for LAG, and now 20 seconds left, and 2 players have to work their way over and find the bomb and try to get it onto a site, but Cleveland have such good map position from where the bomb is. I don't know how LAG are going to be able to pull this off.
Cleveland might have known that they had this cruise in the back pocket because they played 2 players in maps, and
now we can't plant.
That might have been a play, but now 2 go down. The problem is you just can't get that plant down. And that is gonna be the map. Kind of going out on a whimper there, not gonna lie, but Cleveland take it 6-4, and you keep that cruise in the back pocket as
break. We're back into this one as it's going to be Cleveland Misfires up 2-0 in the Silver North matchup against LAG, and we go back to hotel control once again tonight. Going to be Cleveland on the attack first, and Destroyer destroying any chances that Cleveland have over towards A.
Standard A hit is Cleveland, and they will end up on top of the trades already, having 4 players pushed up on that side. And I think for LAG, you're seeing the stack come in, probably not worrying about this too much. Maybe they try to hit this one more time. Brawler trying to be the cutoff man, but he actually gets taken down. And Percocet with a nice little 2-piece there to open this one up for LAG. So just like that, they actually are able to get back into this play over at A point, and now you see Cleveland, they're kind of spawning everywhere. Got 2 players on B, but you got to worry about EXO on top and top Betty here.
Split push coming in as picks are starting to fall on both A and B right now. LAG going to opt to worry about B first, but they did send Destroyer to try to single-handedly take A back, and they do. But there's also a spawn there as Exo has spawned up top, which is going to give Cleveland a good opportunity here to do some more damage onto that B site. They get one tick down. They're looking to get a second. Brawler's going to hop up here and basically put the nail in the coffin here on this B site. There is not a lot of room for LAG to work with here, but that bad nade might provide one final opportunity. But LAG have to go right now. They jump on over. Brawler is going to find one. Can they find the second? They cannot. White Knight, though, is going to clean up the rest, and him and Wicked Ninja actually going to stack this one up and potentially get beat point. It looks like they will not be able to do it at the last second. Exo cleans up both, but now back to A we go. Cryptic's already on.
This is fine though if you're Cleveland because you have 6 on both areas and crucially B, the harder site. You are starting to get in a situation though with 38 seconds left. You have to do something. They're all spawning on this parking lot side, so it looks like they're going to try to hit B. But you have to do it fast. If you get this point though, you're in good position to try to get over toward A, but you got to make a move here quickly as getting on, but LEG shutting it down.
LAG are shutting it down, and they're putting up the stone wall here that cannot be broken here by the Misfires. But Brawler does find a timer stoppage, hopping on to that B site, but A site is actually going to be the stack up here. I think LAG are going to finally let this one go. They are not going to be able to get over there in time to collect. So now they're just going to have to focus their energy onto B site, which I know they were kind of forced to do this, but kind of sucks because it's really one breaking in for Cleveland to win this round.
You wasted so much time though if you're LAG that it is, 1 or 2 more pushers though, which is the silver lining here. Problem is, I mean, if you go 3 or 4 down once, it is going to be an issue. And Cleveland is electing to go all the way through the back here. 4-man hit through the back of Spa. Brawler does find the first one. Trinity though on the pinch, going to try to be patient here and find these kills. Does end up finding one, looking for more, finding a second. No, he does get taken down. So now all these players on the side of LAG have to find a way to get these Cleveland Misfires out of their spawn. Doing a decent job right now. Again, only 30 seconds left, so one shot at this if you are Cleveland.
They weren't taking advantage of that, though. They had them pinned over towards that jewelry side, and they just did not push the point. There was only one player sitting onto that B point. The rest of them were busy spawning up over towards that jewelry side. So now Cleveland have to do a restart here. They're going to have to try to bust their way in one more time. 13 seconds on the clock. You have to find one more kill, basically, to find this way in. But there's 2 players stacked up into bedroom, and it's going to be Trenny first, who's going to find some shots onto White Knight. Exo's going to find a grenade onto Ninja. Cleveland just have to hop on here, but it's going to be just up to Brawler at this point. But there are just too many LAG players surrounding that site. So LAG will hold on and find that first defensive round win. But Cleveland came on through with 5 ticks, so not a bad start if you're going to lose that round.
Yeah, and I think you kind of hang your hat on that as, okay, we did get 5 ticks. And there was definitely moments where I felt like they could have taken that. So if you take care of business on the defensive side, I think Cleveland will like their chances in the next offense. But LAG, big round here. If you can go up 2-0 in a series, you're down 2-0 in. Start to get something going here, and it is going to be Destroyer on the 5 streak. So probably going to try to play for that pick, try to get it, and then worry about everything else. As it is going to be a full stack for Cleveland onto this B side. They don't really care about A, but they don't want to get anything up at B. Destroyer does find that kill, though, and does get that cruise. That is going to be huge here for LAG.
Yeah, huge indeed. As A site continuing to trickle away, and it doesn't seem like Cleveland cares too much. It looks like they're just going to line this one up, put up the wall for B side. Wicked Ninja might take a crack at this one, but is going to probably run into Destroyer there on the bottom, as A will be fully giving up. Cleveland's just like, yeah, they can have that one for sure. It's going to be B that we're really worried about here.
And that's fine, and I think we've seen this a couple times from teams. The only issue is you are giving them over 2 minutes to try to capture the B zone, so you got to really lock it down. And again, it is a strategy that some teams use. They just have to feel really confident about how they're playing over at B. But already, player number 5 and Trenny getting to back spot, which is going to spawn these players out over towards shop. Now it's going to come down to the rest of the LAG boys to try to move up the map and get into position, as Trenny is going to continue to be a thorn in the side of Cleveland.
White Knight finds the backside here. As LAG just want to take this one a little bit slow. They got time to work with, a minute and a half. As they start to work their way over, they have some desk control here, which is going to be a bit of a problem there for Cleveland if they want to challenge that heady. But for the most part, you just want to watch the back, and that's exactly what White Knight is doing over towards that back side. Has some help there as Cryptic will spawn in the back as well. Knows there's a couple players here. Gonna do a grenade check. And the rest of Cleveland is posted up over by bedroom side. They basically have that full control, and they will find 2 players as well. They do want to try to get rid of Exo on that desk. That grenade will certainly help things. And now really hurt. Cryptic's going to go for the shell and will win it. So a big clear out, but actually a lucky spawn once again. Burkstead is going to spawn over by light side. That's going to give LAG a route to work with.
I mean, we're at 50 seconds left, and we just had our first team go under 20 lives. You're talking about a really slow control round. This is one of them. I mean, LAG trying to be methodical and trying to find these kills, but maybe taking a little bit too much time because now only 36 seconds on the clock, no progress at B. It only takes 1 stack though, and look, I mean, it is possible, right? But they gotta find a way to get, number one, get Brawler out of this position, and then find these players up toward D1 and D2. Percocet finding the kill on the Cryptic, and White Knight getting the response as well. It's gonna be Trenny though, trying to get on this time. He's taken down. That is gonna be all 4 dead, and that really should be the round here for Cleveland.
A little too slow, like you said, out of LAG. Let's push on over to his B point. I'm okay with the tactical approach. Trust me, I prefer it most of the time, but there has to be some aggression if you're going to make it work. And they just had none there. And I think Brawler got 6 at the end of that round, so that will be a streak in the back pocket of Cleveland as well. I mean, we couldn't be more even. The only thing we're not even on is ticks. Cleveland are going to be up by 2 going into this attack round here for LAG.
Yeah, and I think in the end, Cleveland only lost about 6 or 7 lives that round, and it's just, again, one of those things where they were okay with giving up A, and as you see, there's a reason why. They were really confident with how they played over at B. It also was helped that, again, LAG playing maybe just a little bit too slow, but it's a nice round win for them. And Cleveland, now you feel pretty good about things because you almost won last offense. You have a cruise in the back pocket, and you have the tick advantage already in this one, as they are currently up by 2 in that category. So they are going to try to push the issue over at B. Got to find Exo, though. He's going to be the last player alive for LAG over on this side. Potentially hearing his footsteps from the top rope is Brawler. Shots on. Only 1 player on the B zone right now for Cleveland, but they have pressure over to the side.
And they do get that first tick as well, so Brawler basically untouched. They will get that first tick. It's a good start, but, I mean, this might be the same trap that they fell into before where they just take way too long trying to hop onto this point and cause some damage, but it looks like those couple of kills will open things up. But, man, I would hop the point here. I know you're by yourself, but put the pressure on because now they're doing the same things as before. Split push is in. You have a few players on both sites, and now A is starting to fall. Wicked Ninja will fall. Cryptic is there for the cleanup, and Brawler up top, making sure that A site is fully secured. It looks like it will be.
Trapped.
And now LAG just have to try to bunch their way out, and they will do so. But now a couple of good kills put LAG in the driver's seat right now. Team kill comes in, but A will surely fall at this point. Cleveland get the freeze response. So 3 ticks go in, and they have about a tick and a half, and now finally LAG deciding, yeah, we should probably get rid of some of this damage over on B before we reset the count. So just a little under 2 minutes for Cleveland to work with to get this B site.
LAG, though, they kind of escaped what could have been a disastrous situation. You had 3 Cleveland Misfires over on A, and then once they realized they had all those kills and where the spawns were coming in at, you had 3 players rushing to that spot side where all those LAG players were kind of funneling through. Could have been a terrible situation. They fight their way out of it, but once again, Cleveland putting themselves in a good position. You have the life advantage, only 16 lives left. If you are LAG, you have some ticks, so you're really trying to secure that defense around 5, if anything. But, I mean, look at the positioning, though. There's no positioning up front here for LAG, so if they get these kills, which Cryptic is doing, this is big here.
It's big. They finally get a stack down, but Cryptic will fall. 2 players on B, and Wicked Ninja is one of them, and Wicked Ninja is just taking names. Now the tick is starting to fly. Big nade there on a Brawler. LAG only have 1 more chance to hop on the point, and they are just not going to be close enough to do anything about it. Easy win there for Cleveland Misfires, finally finding the opportunity they needed. I can't remember who it was. It was player number 4 on the main map who ran all the way through and caused a problem there for LAG, and it also caused Cleveland to spawn close. They were spawning lights, so they were able to just stack up real quick, get a couple of points, and all of a sudden everybody was on the point. So great play out of Cleveland.
And that's also just because LAG, once again, could not get in the bedroom. Like, they had a player up there who died, and then after that, they could not get themselves up there. So you are going to get those light spawns. You are going to spawn to shop if you're the defensive team, and it's really hard to get yourself back into this one. Another 3-stack this time for Cleveland on the B side, and this might play right into the hands of LAG. LAG starting off with that opening kill, looking into the top bed already. Gonna get the headfire kill with the Scar, but the trade should be in. Exo with the quick 2-piece, and now look at all these players on the side of LAG. They can 4-stack this B point and take it right here, right now.
I did want to mention real quick as well that Cleveland Misfires are +8 on the tick, so they have secure defense. So even if LAG get this, they have a lot of ground that they're going to have to make up, as they'll be on the attack again going into the next round. But so far, it has been the attacks that have seemed to work for both sides. So we'll have to see if that matters. But LAG have managed to get B first. Rainbow trades come on in. LAG will get the better of it. So they will be up 2 lives going into this A site. And this could be a bit of a problem here for Cleveland. Like I said, they do have defense for the 5th run if we do need it, but right now LAG is doing a lot of damage over onto A, but Cleveland have finally found their way through. They get the life advantage back by at least 1 here, and they do have the wall put up.
Yeah, and look, it's not impossible to defend A, right? So this is definitely not over. They have the formula for it. You have the player pushed up into kitchen. Actually, 2 players at this point. You have the flank cover, but as I said, that Trini does slip the net, so he does find 1. And now this puts the pressure on the Cleveland, because you know there's going to be a player behind you. You want to have that presence up close, though. And Trinity's actually doing a good job as well, waiting for those reinforcements.
Oh,
they're going to try to push it in the back, but Cryptic has something to say about it. So Trinity in a position where he's in a great position, right? But it doesn't matter when all your teammates are spawning on the opposite corner of the map, just waiting for them and waiting patiently.
All the patience here, all quiet on the front. Try to find this opening kill, but Brawler's ready for it. Nice ratty spot over on that connector over towards the freezer, and Cryptic is going to follow suit. All the kills going on the red team right now, as Cleveland are just continuing to hold up, and LAG once again being maybe a little too patient. I know they're running out of options, but they're also running out of time. So now they got to push on through. 30 seconds of the clock. Brawler's going to keep it back. Big couple of kills, make it 3 kills. It's going to be up to Destroyer to try to make a play. So he's going to try to just stop as much time from dying as he can before ultimately falling. But now LAG at a point where they basically have 1 push, and they got the far spawns as well. And I think Destroyer might already see the writing on the wall. Not sure what he's particularly waiting for. I think LAG are counting this one as a loss, and they're just going to have to try to race on over there, but I think it is just too late. Cleveland Misfires, great defense on the A site, will bring them the 3-0 victory here in the Silver North matchup. They will win this one right before playoffs.
That was a nice controlled win there on the control, and it just felt like they were in the driver's seat for that one. On the offense, they felt like they were the better team. Out of the 2, they were making the plays. LAG, as we said, maybe a little too slow at times, trying to be methodical, but